2025 was such a big year for BYD Philippines and AC Mobility with all the launch of, different nameplates such as the BYD Shark DMO. Of course, last year they had the release of the BYD Seal 5. And of course, the Sea Lion 6, which is an SUV, was also a successful one. So BYD thought, bakit hindi natin ilabas ang mas maliit na little brother that's called Sea Lion 5. And we had this for a week and we can't wait to share our thoughts with you. Okay, going first dito sa interior, BYD is always cut above the rest when it comes to interior design and interior space. Everything is integrated in the 10.1-inch rotating infotainment screen. Like for example, if you're going to control your aircon or maybe some of the settings of your car, dito mo na yan gagawin. My only gripe here is there such a timeline na kunwari pagka dumating ng 50,000 kilometers or let's say 70,000 kilometers, kailangan ba ipa-maintain mo na to? Kasi syempre may mga lubrication din yan and motor dito, diba? So, some things to ponder on for an owner na first time magkakaroon ng ganitong klaseng sasakyan. Hindi mo na masyadong iisipin yun, no? Parang overthinker na yung dating nun. There is presence of soft touch plastic. Yung dashboard dito, it's soft touch. But also, gusto ko yung design nito na may ganyan siyang lines. Pwede ka pang maglagay ng mga buttons dito sana, pero as I've said, everything is integrated here sa infotainment screen. Steering wheel, I think ample naman yung size. Hindi naman siya yung parang awkward. Pero this is tilt and telescopic. You can adjust that according to the size that you want. But also, soft touch plastic here. Love also the integration of this beige color dito sa harap. And also integrated siya dito sa ating pintuan. Lots of color combination. Kunwari, meron kang orange stitching dito sa upuan, orange lining here, 'di ba? Pero kumbaga dito, since wala na mga pindutan, meron ka naman dito. So like for example, if you wanna use your volume knobs, your drive mode, EV or HEV mode, but also you have snow mode here, traction control, pwede mong pindutin yan. Now, for the Sea Lion 5, the rear view mirror, it's not automatic dim. Manually adjusted po ito. So, wala namang problema dyan, di ba? For its price points, ang daming ang features eh. And of course, your instrument gauge cluster, it's all digital, very easy to understand, di ba? Hindi nakakalito gamitin. But overall, I think the car is well equipped for its price point. And kaya feeling ko doon na uuga yung mga Japanese automakers because BYD is nice in terms of packaging and putting a lot of features sa mga sasakyan nila. Pero ang price point talagang compelling. Now, talking about the spaces here, you have two cup holders and also a glove box here. Now, the NFC card, very nice kasi pwede mo yung itap sa side mirror to open the car. Pero, very important, kailangan meron ka pa rin key, yung key fob mo. Diba? Kunwari, nasa bag mo yung key fob or let's say the NFC card nasa wallet mo, hindi mo na kailangan ilabas yung key fob. Diba? Itap mo na lang sa side mirror, mag-o-open na yung car. So, very intuitive, very technological. It's giving ako na. Charing, punta tayo sa likod. Now, going here inside the rear seat space, I like the comfort also. Kasi kung ano yung komportable na nakuha mo sa harapan bilang driver or bilang passenger princess, ganun din yung amount of comfort na makukuha mo dito sa likuran. It's soft, it's also nice to touch, nice to feel. Pero ano bang makukuha mo dito sa likod? Siyempre, pansin nyo naman, wala siyang panoramic moonroof. No? The Sea Lion 5 doesn't have one. But what are you getting here? Siyempre, aircon vents. And then also you have a USB port and USB-A and USB-C port dito. Aside from that, you also have an armrest with 2 cup holders here. So pagka mag-drive-thru kayo or let's say, alam nyo na, road trip, o sige, lagay nyo yung mga iced coffee nyo dyan, yung mga aqua flask nyo, ilagay nyo dyan. Babago mo rin naman yung position nito. Ayan. Gusto mo mag-exercise, ganyan. Gusto mo full, o ayan. Kung gusto mo medyo, anong konti, pwede rin naman. Pero mas gusto ko yung ganito para komportable ka talaga, di ba? Very straightforward. You get the same design of the seats in front also here sa likuran. May mga orange stitching ka dito. Pero mag-ingat lang kayo kapag ka ganito yung interior. You have to be very careful kasi pagka natapunan ng kape or let's say naanuhan ng ballpen, di ba? Kailangan maingat kasi mahirap i-maintain yung ganitong klaseng kulay. So sabihan niyo yung mga anak nyo, no, na yung mga putek sa school, medyo pagpagan ng konti, di ba? Para hindi madumihan to. But yeah, some things to take note, right? When you own this kind of car with this color, no, interior color, kailangan maingat. Okay, let's talk about the trunk space. Ngayon, tignan naman natin ang trunk space ng Sea Lion 5. O, di ba? Kita ninyo, pwede kayong maglagay ng jacket, ng camera. For its size, dito mo masasabi na ample, sapat, hindi naman sobra-sobra, hindi rin naman tinipid or kinulang, pero sapat lang. So what you're seeing here is, you know, a very ample size for the trunk space. So feeling ko kasya dito ang isang 30 kilogram or 25 kilogram na maleta, and then samahan mo rin ng 2 maleta. In terms of golf bags, if mag-golf kayo, pakiramdam ko dapat i-fold nyo yung upuan sa likuran, no, para magkasya yung inyong mga golf club. Yeah, but also what you're going to appreciate here is the AC discharge and charge devices. Kasi the BYD Sea Lion 5 has a vehicle-to-load function. So what is V2L? So V2L function is very important, especially to those na kunwari nagkakaroon ng mga power interruption sa area nila and then kailangan nyo ng backup na power. So what you will do is isasaksak nyo lang to sa sasakyan and then pwede ka nang magsaksak dito ng mga kagamitan. 'Di ba? Wag lang ref. Grabe naman yung ref. Pero coffee maker pwede. 'Di ba? Mga flashlights, pwede nyo i-charge ang mga flashlights nyo. 'Di ba? Mga power bank ninyo, pwedeng-pwede yan. Merong capacity lang kasi na pwede for this. So yeah, that's the rear seat space. But also what you're getting here is, of course, your tools, 'di ba? Your jack, your reflective jacket, just in case na maflatan kayo, na wag naman sana mangyari, di ba? But yeah, the rear, kumbaga the trunk space it's high because the battery pack is located here, the BYD Blade battery, but it's also integrated in the chassis and it's magaan, so bongga talaga. Ngayon, pag-usapan naman natin the powertrain. Now, talking about the powertrain of the BYD Sea Lion 5, is you have a 1.5 liter generator, no, that powers the electric motor but also charges the BYD Blade battery. It produces at around 197 PS and 300 Newton meters of torque. Now, the 300 Newton meters of torque matulin, but later may experience natin yan. But yeah, in terms of mechanicals, it's very easy to understand. It's straightforward, di ba? Ang linis rin ng ano. I mean, in terms of, you know, the mechanicals, hindi siya madumi tignan. Parang ang daming mga linya dito, linya dyan. So, but it runs in electric most of the time. And I will explain that further. Kaya, mag-drive na tayo. Literal sa labas, the Sea Lion 5 is smaller than Sea Lion 6. Now, don't get me wrong. Parami na ng parami ang nakikita ko sa daan nito, so ibig sabihin, marami din talaga ang bumibili. Sulit, di ba? Hybrid, walang coding, tahimik, mapapaisip ka talaga kumuha, lalo na kung mas gusto mo ng matipid. Alright! Galing yung host to. Oh, lalo na pag Christmas party. Alright! Now, moving on to the next program. Charot, ayan na. Now we're driving the BYD Sea Lion 5. One thing I've noticed, syempre, syempre naman, di ba, nakapag-drive na tayo ng BYD before. This is really efficient. As in, if you're looking for a car, for a first car na matipid, eco-friendly, but also kung gusto mo ng instant acceleration, gusto mo ng EV, this is the way to go, di ba? Hybrid electric vehicle. The BYD Sea Lion 5, napapaisip ako sino bang target market ng BYD Sea Lion 5? Definitely those people na ayaw na ng sedan, 'di ba? Na gusto nang kumbaga mag-step up sa buhay nila. Na kunwari nagkaroon na sila ng small hatchback before, tapos kunwari lumipat na ng bagong trabaho, lumaki na yung sweldo. Now, let's talk about the driving characteristics. Kasi marami na ako nakikitang Sea Lion 5 sa kalsada ngayon Doon mo masasabi,
Please switch to Levine.
alam ko, di ba? Nagsasalita siya mag-isa. Alam ko sis, chill ka lang dyan, nagre-record kami, eme. Now what I'm trying to say is that in terms of driving characteristics, pag nagmamaneho ka kasi ng Hapon na kotse, kunwari, Toyota, Honda, Mitsubishi, you know how it feels already diba? Alam mo yung drive ng Honda, mas sporty. Toyota, depende sa model, kung sporty ba siya or hindi. Mitsubishi, value for money, ganyan. Hello sa mga ka-expander natin dyan, charing. Ibig ko sabihin is, pag nag-drive ka ng BYD, across the range, mapa Sea Lion 5 yan, Seal 5, Sea Lion 6, same feel. Iisa ng pakiramdam. Ang kinaibahan lang niya, yung size. Kasi syempre, ito maliit, 'di ba? Tapos yung Sea Lion 6, pangmalakihan yon. Kumbaga ka-level ng yan Parang Fortuner, Montero ang kalaban nun. 'Di ba? Ibang usapan din naman kapag yung Dynasty range ang pag-uusapan ng BYD, 'di ba? Pero, napakatipid niya kasi I've been driving this for 1 week. It runs on electric most of the time. EV talaga. Pero meron kang dalawang option, no? Pwede kang pumili kung gusto mo ng EV mode or HEV mode or hybrid electric vehicle mode. Now, the EV mode is very helpful when you are driving in the city. Kunwari, nasa EDSA ka, tapos, alam mo na, traffic, lalo na ngayon, December na, di ba? Wala ka nang kawala sa traffic talaga. So, kailangan mo ng katipiran. So, just press the button, choose EV mode, 71 kilometers of range. Depende rin yan sa driving style or habits mo. Also, malaki rin ang role ng aircon settings mo, no, sa range mo. But yeah, 71 kilometers. Pwede ka na mag-back and forth from Makati to Laguna. 'Di ba? To Bingan, Laguna. Not bad. But also, you have an option to charge this, 'di ba? Sa charging facility or pwede rin sa bahay ninyo. Pag ginagamit ngayong makina, efficient din. Kasi nga, it runs on EV most of the time. Parang yun yung setting na nakasanayan or kinalakihan niya. Now, in terms of handling, pagka minamaneho ko siya dito sa Calax or sa SLEX, na-appreciate ko yung NVH nga or the noise, vibration, and harshness suppression. Kasi tahimik talaga. There's no vibration at all. And even if mag-kick in yung engine, because the engine only works kapag i-charge niya yung battery or kapag high speed, 'di ba? Yung kailangan na ng tulong, no? Kumbaga o-overtake ka, tapos medyo above 90 kilometers per hour ka, the engine will kick in, the generator will kick in. Walang ingay at all. Merong konting hum, pero hindi siya yung nakaka-bother. Na para bang, oh my God, meron bang dito, generator na sasabog? Hindi siya ganon. So, yun yung na-appreciate ko sa kanya because the hybrid implementation of the DMI technology, it's so seamless. It's smooth, it's responsive, the instant acceleration is there because of the electric motors. Tahimik din yung tires niya. So, masaya i-drive ng malayo, 'di ba? Kung mahilig kayo mag-road trip, lalo na matipid siya, ito yung pwede ninyong gamitin. Now, in terms of, cornering, it's not that stellar, di ba? Hindi siya yung para bang masasabi mo na corner carver. Hindi siya ganon. Kasi nga, at the end of the day, this is an econo car. So, pagka merong mga biglaang cornering lang, talagang mararamdaman mo yung body roll. yung body roll ng sasakyan, no, mararamdaman mo siya. Of course, the suspension is a bit on a stiff side. So, kapag meron kayong mga, alam mo na, uneven pavements, mararamdaman mo din talaga. Pero at the end of the day, what I can say is it is comfortable and the acceleration is instantaneous. Diba? Madaling imaneho, malambot ang steering. Also, the brakes are strong. You have two options there. You have the standard and also the high, no, when it comes to regenerative braking. So, also in terms of maintenance, madali ding i-maintain ang BYD kasi once a year mo lang i-maintain, 'di ba? And what are those maintenance items na dapat mong iisipin? Syempre, your filters, your aircon filters, your air cleaner element, but also linis ka ng brakes, 'di ba? Check ka ng suspension components. At the end of the day, when you have a budget of 1.2 million plus, you will think, 'di ba? Magsesedan pa ba ako or magsi-step up na ako to go to BYD Sea Lion 5? Kung hindi ka pa ready mag full EV like the BYD Atto 3, this is a good option, no? Kasi ang dami ko na talaga nakikita sa daan. Now, the decision is yours. Maybe it's time for a new ride by 2026. Pwede mo tong isama sa mga top 3 mo or top 5 cars na gusto mong magkaroon ka in the year 2026. But you know, overall, driving the Sea Lion 5 for 7 days, I've had fun driving this thing. Point A to point B, no hassle, no fuss, no drama. Ready na? Apply na sa bank. Thank you for watching.